Hey everybody, welcome to day 11. I'm going to try not to rock in this rocking chair I'm sitting in. It's forced to habit. So, I was 190 yesterday. I'm still at 190 today. And color on my ketone sticks, pretty much the same. And I'm okay with it. The thing is, like, I'll talk about me. When I eat a carb, and it depends what the carb is, how much of it I ate. I've noticed that it takes me hella long time, and I mean, I'm talking about the color on the stick. It'll take me a long time to get that back in the darker range, and I mean, you can read up on keto sticks and ketones and how it works and all that, but basically, if you're eating carbs, you're going to have glycogen in your body. So as you start limiting the carbs you put in your body, then the glycogen starts burning off. And for me, it takes a long time. Once I've put a carb in my body, it takes me a long time to burn up that glycogen and get back in good ketosis. And again, I'm not out of ketosis, but clearly I still have glycogen in my system from a freaking chicken noodle soup. And that's fine. So it takes me a while to get back into ketosis. And, it's just me. Everybody's different, and it just depends on different things, your level of health and how clean your body is or how dirty it is, and meaning on the inside. Yeah, and for me, it does take me a while to get, if I kick myself out completely, yeah, it's going to probably take me close to maybe, if I'm totally out of ketosis, probably about 4, maybe 5 days. It's even taken me up to 7 days to get totally good color on my stick. So, but that's just me. But again, I'm okay with it, and just pressing forward. So I told you yesterday that there was something I knew I wanted to talk about, and I couldn't remember, but what it was sleep. Because Cole always talks about how important sleep is, and I think we all, on some level, know that it's very important to get good sleep. And, he explains that in some of his videos about how important it is, and if you're not getting good sleep, how detrimental it can be to your weight loss, as well as stress. I don't really have a lot of stress in my life, honestly. Thank God for that. Because, I did most of my life just with stuff and, things I went through, my marriage, my divorce, raising 3 kids by myself, so I always had a lot of stress and anxiety in my life. So, but now I don't really have a lot of stress. But I started having trouble sleeping. I think it was in probably 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. But before that, I always slept like a baby, fell asleep, didn't wake up till the alarm went off. And then when I started having health issues with fibromyalgia and what have you, then my sleep started getting worse and worse and worse. Um, and, you know, even though Cole's videos are like, oh, you gotta have your sleep, you gotta get that under control, it's like, I don't know how. Like, I've even tried, yeah, but I even tried, you know, doctors putting me on medication. Um, Medication doesn't work. And my problem isn't falling asleep. I do that really good. It's the staying asleep. Um, and so I get up anywhere between 1 and 4 times a night. Um, used to have, before I started trying to lose weight and what have you, used to have a really bad problem with, they call it night eating syndrome. So I was having problems sleeping, but then added to it, every time I woke up, I felt the need to go eat something. Like I felt like I couldn't fall asleep unless I went and ate something. And I don't mean like a meal, but you know, just to the kitchen, something that I could just grab. Um, and then I would do that and I could fall back to sleep. But, you know, every time I woke up, that's what I was doing. So that was a big factor in a lot of my weight gain. So now I, it just depends. But to be honest, as long as I'm fasting like I am now, when I fast really hard, um, I do better as far as my sleeping, meaning, do I still wake up? Yes, but I don't get up. I I'm fasting, so I know you know there's not that temptation to go eat because I know I can't because I'm fasting. So when I do wake up, I just try to get back comfortable and get back to sleep, and it usually works. Um, and what really helps with that, and even with, you know, this, when I'm doing these long fasts like this, I like have zero groceries, you know, because I don't want anything that's like accessible like that, where I could just go in the kitchen, grab it, and eat it. So I don't keep anything like that around. If I want to eat something, I'm going to have to go in the freezer, defrost it, and cook it. I do have some canned stuff, like mostly soup. Um, but when I do that thing at night where I wake up, I'm not trying to, you know, open a can of soup or open a can of anything and or cook anything. I'm not trying to do that. So as long as I don't have anything that I can just walk in there and grab it, I'm good. So that's a big, um, can't think of the word, but that's something that works really good for me. It's just, I just don't keep the crap in the house. And like I say, when I knew I was going to be doing this all of February, um, I just made sure there was nothing in the house. Um, and then, you know, I have meats in the freezer so that on Sundays when I refeed, that's usually what I'm having is some type of meat. And then I make sure, of course, I always have my water and my salts, and that's pretty much it. But, you know, as far as sleep wise, I don't really know. I know I need my sleep. I don't know how to rectify that. I don't know how to fix it. It is what it is. I mean, I've tried everything. Like I say, even tried the medication, which I'd rather not do that. I don't, but it didn't matter. They tried many on me and nothing kept me asleep. Um, yeah, so that was pointless. So medication doesn't work. You know, people are like, oh, keep it cold. You know, when you keep it a little bit cooler when you go to bed, you usually sleep better. Make sure you have a good bed. Um, so I always go to, make sure it's cool when I go to bed. My bed is brand new. Um, make sure the room is dark. So I make sure the room is dark. Um, Before I go to sleep, I do sometimes get on my tablet, but I have that app, that Twilight app, and that's supposed to help. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know how to get a handle on that. I have a Fitbit, and I have worn it to bed before. I've worn it to bed before, but it just doesn't. When it records when I'm sleeping, it looks like I'm getting not much what it calls deep sleep, not much um, REM sleep either. So it's mostly light, what they call light sleep. I don't know, really, I don't know what that means, um, but according to the app, light sleep doesn't mean you're not sleeping. It's just not deep sleep and or REM sleep. So I'm getting about 6 hours, I'm going to say, every night of sleep. I don't feel really tired during the day. Do get tired early in the day, like once I've done all my stuff during the day, like it's not 8, 9 o'clock when I'm feeling tired. I already start feeling tired like 6 p.m. And part of that could just be age. But I don't feel tired like, oh, I need a nap. I don't really take naps unless I'm not feeling well. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Hopefully 6 is good enough. They say as you get older, you don't really need that much sleep. So, yeah. So I just want to talk about sleep. And now I'm right here at 13 minutes. That's ridiculous. Okay. So I'm going to just call this done. And hopefully, and I was going to say about me not losing weight. As you know, that doesn't bother me. I'm 4 pounds ahead of, my goal for February. So I feel like I have that little bit of leeway. If I was right on the mark and didn't lose weight, I might be a little annoyed. But since I'm ahead of the game, it doesn't bother me. I didn't lose weight. Maybe I got a big whoosh coming. So we'll see. We'll see how I do in the morning. All right, so I got tons of lawn men all around the area here. That's why I keep looking down, and I had to pause this video a couple of times because of it. I hope it doesn't ruin my video because I don't want to do it over. All right, you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.